Dun, 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 dun. Oh, man. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, man. It's working, man. 2:15 a.m. in the morning. It's time 26 of the 8th, 2023. Almost carnival, not no carnival. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah, man. Riding in the motherfucking rover. Niggas talking down, I don't know. Yeah. Made 100 plays on a focus. Gotta maintain, stay focused. Riding on a motherfucking rover. Niggas talking down, I don't know. Yeah. Made 100 plays on the focus. Gotta maintain, stay focused. Riding on a motherfucking rover. Niggas talking down, I don't know. Yeah. Made 100 plays on the focus. Gotta maintain, stay focused. What we got here, man? Lai Parnescu, Sammy Sampson in the building. What's that one there? Kane Squire in the building. What's that saying? I think what's it? See this one here? Mo Habdi, Sam, Luke in the building, Tom Payne in the building, just joined, Kane Squire. What's that say? Remedy joined, Lai Parnescu, Amir in the building, Cookie in the building, Greenie in the building, JJ in the building, Ghost in the building. It's Sharis, Jupiter 5, Asili G. I don't know what that is. That's a symbol. Babs in the building. Natalia in the building. S joined. Just Grasping joined. Henry Wells. Yeah, Henry Wells in the building. Dan Ashby joined. Matthew Savage. What's that say? Lilith. One Graja. Jack joined. Davey Forsyth. Lyndon Williams. I can't see. Oh, Saturn. That's Saturn. The symbol of Saturn joined. User 6253. Rob's joined. Alfie 14. Bonnie in the building. Taki. Von. What's that? Chloe Barton. Haley Austin. Scar. Anthony 97812. Poppy. Oh my god, it's you. What's that? Mac? I can't see that properly. 2 are you. Ida. Cassie. Cash. Is that PK? Jaya. Sean H. Jeff. RY Riot. Is that Fifi? Sean H. User 3024. Okay, it's a bit slow. Let's get a start then. Okay, what we got here now? Right, so basically, I was watching Instagram, and it was like a video. Yeah? So this dude, they got all these people showing the correct way to do it. Then they go, that's the wrong way, this is the right way. Yeah? So I see like this guy doing the shoulder roll business. So he said, who started this style? So naturally, you know, you think, oh, Floyd Mayweather and his dad, yeah? But some of the comments said George Benton. George Benton. Lots of the comments said George Benton, George Benton. Philly this and Philly that. So I went to research it. Yeah, and there was a boxer called George Benton from Philadelphia. I think it was 1945 or something he was boxing. Boy, it's a mad, hard life. Then Philadelphia just looked like a bomb site. Like everything was rubble everywhere. Then it was like a lot of bullying. Then he joined boxing gym at an early age so he could protect himself. Then he went to, the Second World War, he went to fight in the war, but you know, he didn't really have to really fight, he just taught boxing, stuff like that, yeah? Which made me think, you know, if Muhammad Ali had done that, he would have had a much easier role in life. But that's how it is, yeah? But yeah, so they showed this guy, and he was clearly doing this Philly roll stuff. It was really good to see, man. This is way before Floyd Mayweather. He was doing all this stuff. Yeah? It's really good, man. See, someone's thinking, you know, because there's a clever way to fight and there's a stupid way, you know? I mean, people want to see a slug, a real slug, a brawl. But you can see that outside of a bar. You can see that outside of a club. You can see that outside of a pub. That's what they call boxing the sweet science. Really good to see this guy doing this clever stuff. Slip that way, avoid a punch. Yeah? Because at the end of the day, yeah, at the end of boxing, you still need your brain, yeah? You still need your brain. You have to be able to function. Okay? Avoid a punch. Yeah? Because at the end of the day, yeah, at the end of boxing, you still need your brain, yeah? You still need your brain. You have to be able to function. You've got to be able to think. You've got to be able to talk. And every time you try to speak, fucking tash. You know what I'm trying to say? You need to be able to talk, bro. You need to be able to function. What's it say? Connor Short. You're Fav Lils. Red H. Jock. Is that Jock? Was that Jodk? Red H. Jodk. BM in the building. What's that say? That writing's too small. Italic writing. Scatty from Peck. Scatty from Peckham. Who's this here? Me and my people are leaving. Hey, beautiful. Hello. How are you doing? Messy Jessie. Robert. Hello, Robert. Robert sent a tea gift. Thanks, Robert. Thanks a lot. Much appreciated. Kaba Cogbo. User 6. Jaya. PK. User 6638. Thanks, Robert. Messy Jessie. We've got here, me and my people are leaving. You're Fav Lils. Red H. Jodk. PM in the building. User 5439. ADZZ5. XBed. User 782. Mustafa Fasimba. Hello. Nathaniel Cannon. Piotr Blas Sokowski. Hello. Nonya B. Ace 123. RPG. Nonya B. Yeah, sorry if I missed some of your messages, yeah? But, you know what I mean? If I'm doing the show, it goes by so fast. So like I say, man, you know, it's good to see like a smart boxer being clever. Like Canelo, man, he's the king of that, man. Yeah? Canelo and Tyson Fury. Smart, slipping punches. That's why Canelo's able to keep going. Canelo can say he's going to be in boxing for 4 or 5 more years. He doesn't get hit. You look at his face, he's not all mashed up, he's not all broken up. Yeah? He's articulate. I mean, I can't understand what he's saying because he's speaking Spanish, Mexican, yeah? But you know he can talk. 4 or 5 years more in the game. Okay. So what else we got here now? Yeah, Wilder says there is no comparison in his victory over Robert Hernandez to AJ. I knocked him out in the first round. You KO'd him in the 7th round. The world knows my KO was better. Yeah? There is no comparison in your victory. I KO'd Robert Hernandez in 1 round. You KO'd Robert Hernandez in round 7. So they're squabbling. They're squabbling. Yeah? But that's how it goes. So, like, that's what they do. He knocked him out in round 1, so AJ goes to fight him. AJ knocks him out in round 7. So this person now becomes like a rag doll. Some evil sport, man. At least the money's good, yeah? So now they're squabbling. Okay, what else we got here? Obviously, we've got Usyk and Daniel Dubois, DDD, Triple D, Dynamite, Daniel Dubois, face off. Yeah? So what I noticed, I've seen about 3 times, you know, they're facing off, they're staring at each other. Now, obviously, that can get boring, isn't it? Yeah? Keep staring at somebody, doing the same thing all the time can get very repetitive and boring. But what I've noticed 3 times is Daniel Dubois is always the first person to stop staring. Now, you can see that as a weakness, yeah? Why he's always the first one to stop staring? Is he scared? Yeah? Why he's always the first one to break off the staring? He looks away, he puts up his hand. Yeah? I don't think he's scared, but it could show weakness. Yeah? So, you know, he's a youngster. You know, a lot of people suffer from ADHD, attention deficit syndrome, yeah? Now, they grow up in a world where everything happens at a click of a button, which makes you anxious. Everything happens immediately, quickly. Click, 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 click. You click and then something immediately happens. So it makes you anxious. You want everything to happen fast. You don't have no patience. And a prime example of that is when Ryan Garcia fought Tank Davis. It was like, he said with his own mouth, oh, it was getting a bit boring, so he just went for the knockout. Yeah? He wasn't patient. You think you're going to fight Tank Davis and just rush in there, knock him out in round 1? You're crazy. And I'm sure that wasn't his plan. It's just like the attention deficit syndrome, this impatience just kicked in. And he just quickly went for it, tried to knock him out. And he lost the fight. So why is it Triple D can't just stare out Usyk? Yeah, it's a bad sign. And I saw this when Roy Jones was going to fight Joe Calzaghe. They kept doing the staring. At one stage, Roy Jones just said, he just looked away, but he just looked away. Joe was up in his face. You cannot beat me. You cannot beat me. He was very intensely staring at Roy. You cannot beat me. You cannot beat me. You cannot beat me. And Roy was like, oh, all right, let's forget that. And then what happened? He lost the fight. So there's definitely something in the face-off. Because you're staring at someone and you're trying to show you're not scared. And then when you're staring at this person, if you can see this person's not intimidated by you, that can make you doubt yourself. Yeah? You're staring at this person being as intimidating as you possibly can. Staring. And the person's not scared. That will make you doubt yourself. Yeah? So 3 times, man. Maybe Daniel Dubois done it more. But I noticed 3 times. He's the first to stop staring. He's the first to break it off. Yeah? So we'll see how that plays out tomorrow. What's this? Oscar, Floydie in the building. I can't even see. Jamie 94. Ali, Gary, Nicola, Sophia, Jack, Doc Coy, Craig Benson, Frankie, or Frank's JC7, Sam, Freethinker, Dawn, Mark OG, Rusk, what does that say? Ruskal1, Capo, what's that? Ike, Nerza, Daniel, Frankie J, Frank JC7, what's your record? Stephen Kemp, SCF Tyler 16, Riley Tyler, Conchita, Dot, joined, Riley, Hamza, user 87, LMDM in the building. Yo, Dad joined. Okay, let me see. What else we got here now? Okay. So basically, I spoke about this before, but this Claressa Shield is upsetting people now because she's challenging men to fight, yeah? So she's a female and she's trying to fight men. And there's one boxing pundit, I was watching him today, and he was getting pissed off. Cinco, Dove, Cinco, Dove. So those people who don't know who I'm talking about, you won't get the joke. But people who watch this guy's show, and he's very popular, will know who I'm talking about. Dove. Hundo. Yeah? So I was watching him. Man, this girl's crazy. Can you believe it? You got a female here who, in all seriousness, yeah, she called out Keith Thurman. She thinks she could beat Triple G and Jake Paul. Really? You really think Claressa Shields can beat Keith Thurman and Triple G? Like, what planet is she on? In all seriousness, she's calling out Triple G. Like, what's wrong with her? Claressa Shields called out Triple G, and she thinks she could beat Jake Paul. Did you see how Jake Paul splatted Tyrone Woodley? Yeah, splat. He was down, out cold, and she thinks she's gonna beat up. Maybe she's just looking for a big payday or something. She must be crazy. What's that, Mac Highland? Thoughts on YouTube boxing is excellent. Did you do a mace moo on a car horn in a Jeep beeper? You are experiencing mace moo turbulence. Fidget 79, ACHN Nice boxing gloves, thank you. Emerson joined. Like, so you got this woman. She's supposed to, because what's happening now? You know, she's the best in her boxing as a female, and they're calling her the GOAT, not the GOAT, greatest woman of all times, the GOAT. Yeah. So what my favorite boxing presenter is saying: stay in your lane. Don't try to jump to men's boxing. Now, I knew she called out Keith Thurman, but I didn't know she called out Triple G. Can you believe Claressa Shields wants to fight Triple G? So naturally, you know, her being a woman, he's not going to hit her as hard as he can, is he? Of course not. Meditation. Who are you fighting, bro? I'm fighting my shadow. D joined. ST joined. This fucking person keeps saying the same bullshit. What are you saying that for? Meditation. Love. All boxing in the 2 box is fake. Safia joined. Annalise. Prediction on KSI Fury. Boy, that's hard, man. I don't know, man. Fury. But the good thing about KSI, you know, he really brings it, man. You know, he really brings it, man. He really, you know, he tries his best. He's a much better boxer than the first fight. The first fight he had, he was just swinging wildly. But he's really working hard on his boxing. But he brings it, you know. Got to give him his props. He brings it. He brings the excitement. He's got a lot of eyes watching this space, yeah. I don't know, man. I think maybe Fury is a better boxer. I don't know, man. Maybe it'll be a draw. Yeah, but let them get this fight on, man. It'll be really good. Let's say Fall, FAAL in the building. Let me see what I got here now. Yeah, Claressa Shields. Can you believe Claressa Shields thinks she's going to beat Triple G? It must be a joke. But the way dude was talking today, he's not joking. She thinks she's going to beat Triple G and Jake Paul. Okay, so VADA, yeah? You got this new drug testing organization. Found Robert Helnius had an adverse test. So, I don't know, man. I think this could be really a blight on the sport of boxing. So this VADA is going to be testing people randomly, and then your drugs, your test is going to come up negative. I mean, this thing is really going to fuck up this sport. Yeah? And then it gets more and more stringent and ridiculous. And then, you know, anything fuck up this sport. Yeah? And then it gets more and more stringent and ridiculous. And then, you know, anything can trigger off this test. Now, we're going to jump to a different sport. But it's like when these people start to come in to the sport, they ruin it. Yeah? Like I said, we're going to jump to a different sport now. We had a man called Linford Christie. He used to run 100 meter, sometimes 200 meter, but his speciality was 100 meter, yeah? So they started this thing about the blocks. False start. False start. Now, false start in the olden days used to mean before the gun went off, yeah, you left the blocks. He didn't even leave the motherfucking blocks. He did not even leave the blocks. And he was getting disqualified. Yeah? So he was in a major race. He didn't leave the blocks. They gave him a false start. Yeah? He didn't even leave the blocks. Say this is the block. His foot is on the block. He didn't leave the block. His foot was still on the block. False start. So in one big race, they said he's disqualified. He refused to leave the block. He refused to leave the race. Yeah? He just refused. And they gave him a chance. Then the same thing happened in another race. He never left the block. His foot never left the block. He never left the motherfucking block. Yeah? He tried the same thing again. They didn't allow it. They took him off the race. Yeah? So this is how silly it's going to get now in boxing. You had egg for breakfast. You had egg and sauce. You had tomato sauce on your egg.